This is going to be how you're going to restart your life in 2026, and it's going to completely shift your life around in 2026, starting from the very first day in January. And this is very, very important. Why? Because most people, January is where they become the most broke-minded people ever, right? This is where that stress starts because they've just spent a load of money on Christmas and presents and gifting, and then they're like, my bank account's dry in January, so I'm not going to spend. Do you know what rich people have? The opposite. We have money in our bank accounts, possibly more in January because we've made so much cash flow around the season before come January, and we've put that aside and we know where we're investing it. And January 1st is where I'm like, oh, where am I going to invest my money? But this wasn't always the case. So I'm going to share 5 specific things that you want to start doing now before January 1st, 2026. And you are going to start reprogramming your mind that is telling you and is going to tell you for pretty much the whole of January until your next payday, for those of you who are employed and those of you who are not employed and not making money yet in your business or as self-employed or whatever the thing, this is going to be a game changer for you. This one mindset shift can change everything for you if you do it religiously for the 30 days of January 2026. Okay, so first thing, you want to stop yourself in your tracks the moment that your mind starts to tell you, I don't have money, I'm broke. And I know some of you literally have this on autopilot. You are literally constantly telling yourself, I'm broke. January's my dry month. January's dry. January's boring. January doesn't bring in cash flow. I have to wait all the way to the end of my payday, blah, 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 blah. Those are all limiting beliefs. Those are all creating your reality around you of money being dry. Stop talking to the energy of money because money is neutral. Money just flows to people who magnetize it into them. People who have those belief systems, you create your reality, right? So if you strongly believe this and my people are spiritual people, you are an intuitive, you are magical, you are gifted, you have the fucking power to magnetize money to you, but only and only when you control your own mind. Now, your mind is predominantly 90% subconscious. So if you're not inside Mindfully Rich, this is linked at the top of my profile. You need to come join. That is literally going to start programming your mind before January to start flowing in that cash flow on another level. Okay, so if you haven't grabbed, that's at the top of my page. The second thing that you want to do is shutting up every single person's voice around you who also talks about money this way. So your top 5 people that you hang around is literally who you become like. Energy cannot be destroyed or created. It's only transferred. So why is this important come January for your new self-concept? Because if you are still hanging around people, even if you are training your mind and your brain to think differently, to move differently when it comes to money, but your top 5 people, your mum, your dad, your sister, your brother, your best mate, they're all still in that poverty mindset or that lack mindset who's like, yeah, January's always dry, isn't it? And you have an hour-long conversation or a 10-minute conversation every single day, that compounds strongly. That is becoming your dominant frequency, your dominant vibration. Do you really want to walk into 2026 with that as your mindset? I don't think so. Another reminder, Mindfully Rich is the program audio. It's very low at the moment. You need to go grab top of my page. So as a little recap, first thing that you're going to do come January is tell yourself you're not broke. You're going to switch it. Every time that your mind tells you you don't have money, you're going to start swapping it for questions that actually help you. How can money come to me? How can money show up for me so good? How can I attract more? You're going to start opening your mind up instead of just repeating the same command to your brain center of I'm broke, I'm rich, I'm poor. Sorry, even I'm rich, like just comes up to me, right? Because I'm not used to that. I'm broke anymore. Anyway, this is literally where you want to start. The second thing that you want to start doing is going into the spaces where you are hanging around people who are also operating on that frequency, and you want to start avoiding either those conversations or just avoiding those people in general until you strengthen your mind to be like, I'm fucking rich as fuck, okay? The third thing, and this is something that I mimicked off of successful people. I studied successful people for years before I started to embody half of this shit. And the one thing they have in common, they exercise. You want to, and I don't care how lazy you feel. I'm the laziest person on the planet, and I've started walking 10K steps, 20K steps now. Nothing feeds your rich energy and your rich aura like the dopamine hits that come from walking, okay? It's good chemically for your body. You want to start doing that. And as you walk, taking deep breaths in and exhaling all the money beliefs that you now no longer believe, okay? You need to start embodying this. And while you're doing the rich girl walk, embody that rich girl within you and just tell yourself you're this rich girl, like literally role play. that has been my best friend and my game changer for me personally in my business, and what I'm teaching my partner all the time as well. Like, he started to do the same thing, and he comes to me wherever he finds money, wherever money flows to him. He's like, I'm abundant, Janie. And he didn't even know what abundant meant when I first met him. The fourth thing to restart your life completely in 2026 is to start a business if you haven't already, and to elevate and grow that business from energy standpoints. If you are so heavy and deep in your strategy, you want to be shifting to the feminine parts of yourself. Why? Because that's going to exponentially grow your business on levels that you can't even imagine right now, because that's where we're headed into the future. There's going to be a split, which I'm already seeing. There's technology, and I love technology, but I also love intuition and femininity, and that is always top priority for me. So if you've overly prioritized masculine strategy and hustle, and you are feeling the fucking effects of that in your body, you're going to be burnt out, you're going to be feeling tired, you're going to have these bone aches, you're going to have all of this stuff. I've channeled so many messages across the board on this. Then you want to start pivoting everything towards your intuition. Your intuition needs to come first. If you don't know how to do that, you need to come and join Intuition to Income. That is also linked to the top of my profile. And for some of you who are here and you're new to my space, I have a free guide, which is also at the top of my page, of how to attract money spiritually to you. You want to go and read into that. It's like 32 pages, very long. It's very useful. The final way for you to completely restart your life in 2026 is building in meditative sessions every single day. Your mind is literally your money, okay? If you are not in control of your mind, and your mind is in control of you, i.e. stress, depression, anxiety, people, triggering, anger, rage, all of that stuff triggers the fuck out of you, and you are not in control of it, and you just lash out, or you just have a meltdown, or you just have a breakdown. You are not in control of your mind is in control of you. So meditation, even things like walking, dancing, moving your body, all of those are practices where you quieten your mind and connect to your source. Connect to your source, meaning the label that you give it does not matter, right? I see in the comments all the time, people arguing over fucking labels of shit, and I'm like, you're fucking missing the bigger point here. It's all about what you class as your connection to source, light, spirituality, universe, God. Whatever label does not matter, as long as you are connecting and quieting the mind and knowing that your ego mind is the thing that's putting you in fear, scarcity, lack. Your abundant version of you, the godlike person within you, that creator light energy within you, is the abundant spark, and you want to tap into that every single day. That's where the money is at. That's where your abundance is at. That is where you're going to completely restart and change your life. You do these 5 things for the rest of 2026, I promise you, you are going to be a different version by the end of next year. Mwah.